hold him in such high regard as the master of sherry seasoned casks. His family holding on to the distillery right the way through to 1996, just before they sold it on. We were featured on currency here in Scotland. This is the first time that any distillery has been featured on any currency globally, so we are really proud to be part of that. There's no mention of the Macallan on here though. You can see featured our stills from our old distillery. He promised me, he said, if I win the lottery, I become a multi-millionaire, I am buying that bottle and I'm so it's, I don't think it's a bottle, give me one every time they make it. They make it a few times a year, so you don't know.
You've got your own cooperage?
We do. We have our own cooperage on the estate, but they only repair casks.
Yep.
We also have investment into cooperages in Spain. So down to this end here, this is dedicated to our collaborative projects. Some of our more recent releases here at Macallan. So some of these might be a little bit more recognisable to you. We love working with innovation, but we like to tell a story with the whiskies as well. And by working with different groups and individuals, they can help us with that storytelling aspect.
Why did they choose to bottle when they did?
So whiskies and they're nosing the whiskey to check on its quality. Our master whiskey maker, Kirsty Campbell, nosed that cask and said, this isn't even bottled. Do we want to bottle this? Rober, very squat in stature, thick trunks, lots of low-hanging branches. We source them from forests across the north of Spain and a little bit of the south of France. Over to the right is our American oak tree, Quercus alba, much taller and thinner than the Europeans. We source them from dense forests throughout the eastern states of the USA. You can really see the skill of the coopers in the process of making their casks. Their apprenticeship's usually between 5 and 7 years long, making sure that they're making these casks to the highest of standards. This is the resting place for our spirit for decades. But they also need to make sure they're making them safely. They're working with a variety of different tools, which you've seen in the video there, but they're also toasting our casks with the use of fire pits. So we use fire pits, sometimes above ground braziers as well. for the we refer to it as a toasting rather than a charring, because we don't get that sort of crocodile skin look. Don't we? Yeah, please help yourself to a seat.
Sit there, Matthew, big boy.
Eh?
Son don't want me to touch it. Cheers.
You get a lot of those characters of the sweet orchard fruits of the going one to begin with. It was made first by a company called Johnston's of Elgin. So Johnston's are actually Scotland's oldest family-run company, and they have been making woolen wares for the world for a very long time. So if any of you ever see any woolen wares, any of your sort of luxury fashion houses, so Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Cartier, Hermes, it's actually made just a few miles north of here. So lots of my wife works on the sewing and all those. So they also designed this suite. Green of the wheat is to represent the greener of our 485-acre estate. The wood is the brown is for the lower cast. We have the blue to represent the river Spain. The yellow from the barley fields that we grow on the estate of 100 acres. And then the red is to symbolize our founder Alexander Reed. So the black cap, the cashmere scarf, and we also have all made out of
If they're going off that price.
Yeah, but I don't want that year. What year is that?
It's 2020.
made of William crystal, and the tumbler.
This is my.
I'm
not.
It's for our coasters.
How much is it? Did you say? 77.
78,100.
So